Welcome to the World Storytelling Cafe. It's Friday, so it's stories from children. So tonight we come live from the World Storytelling Cafe Marrakesh, which will host the International Storytelling Festival in January this year, 16th to 23rd of January. And we have none other than our own resident storyteller from the cafe. Omar, take it away.
Hey, how are you? Thank you so much, Mr. John. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, everybody who was watching this live stream. And yes, we are live in the World Storytelling Cafe, the house of storytellers in the world. So please come and visit us in this beautiful place, in this beautiful vibe, and this beautiful building in the heart of Marrakesh, in the Medina. So without either further ado, we're going to dive into stories, and then I'm going to share with you the first story today, and it's going to be like about a sultan, and this sultan was to be very, very famous sultan in the world, has everything that you can imagine, very well, very strong, very famous, had everything that you can imagine in this world. And this sultan lived in a beautiful place, in a big kingdom, and all the people loved him, but has three questions in his head, bother him all day long and all night long. He cannot find the right answers to these two big three questions that bothers him all the time. And one day he just gathered all the people, the wise men, wise women, the scholars, intellectuals, viziers, all important men in the world, and important people in the kingdom, and they gathered them in a place, and they say to them, I have three questions in my head. If someone of you give me the right, perfect three answers to my questions, I'll give him whatever he asks in gold and coins and all the things that he needs. And this is it. But he said to them, if someone of you have give me an answer that's not correct, off of his head. This is the deal. And this is the deal with these three questions. So all the scholars, intellectuals, merchants, wise men, wise women gathered and like discuss what are these three questions. And the first question from the king is, I want to know who is the true wise man and wise woman in my kingdom, but I need to have these three questions answered as soon as possible. The first one is, what is the fastest thing in this world? And no one could answer this question. They gave them 3 days and 3 nights to think about these three questions. So they came and asked and have heavy books, read, and ask wise man, wise woman, and traveled and everything. And they gathered as well, but no one has the right, perfect answer to this question. Who is the fastest thing in this world? Someone who said, yes, I know it, this is a horse. Maybe some of them said, no, it's the wind. Some of them said, no, it's, I don't know, maybe something else. Maybe the river, maybe the water in the river, maybe like the rain in the sky up to the earth. But no one could have the right answer to this, except one little boy used to be a shepherd in a very small village, like my village, Ochriven. So he's like heard about the story, and he went to the palace, and he said to His Majesty, Your Highness, and all the people, the scholars, the viziers, the merchants, laughed at him and said, we all know we are scholars, we don't know the answer to this question, and you say that you have an answer to this question? His Majesty said to him, yes, gave him a chance. And the little boy, the little shepherd said to them, I think, Your Highness, the fastest thing in this world is a thought. Thought quickly to the different place in the world. And His Majesty just accept this answer, and it was very logical. And they say to them, this is my second question, and I need you to concentrate about this question. What is the heaviest thing a person can carry? Then all the scholars or everybody in the palace, no one could answer this question. They had 3 days and 3 nights thinking about this, asking other people, reading heavy books, and concentrating, thinking a lot. But then 3 days and 3 nights end, and then the little boy, the little shepherd came again and said to them, I may have the answer to this question as well. I think the heaviest thing to someone's heart is just like a guilty heart. And the king loved this as an answer as well, and said to him, yes, maybe this is a good one. This is a good answer. I've never heard about this good answer. And there is the third question. And if you answer this, I'll give you whatever you ask for, gold and coins, palace, whatever you want. Just answer the third question. And the third question is, he said to him, what is the greatest treasure in the kingdom? They gave them 3 days and 3 nights. After 3 days and 3 nights end, the little boy, the little shepherd came and said to him, I think, Your Highness, the greatest treasure in the kingdom is when a people trust one another. And the king loved it as very deep, and he said to him, yes, I think this is the good answer to this question, because without trusting the kingdom, we can have big building, we can have great soldiers, we can have all the kind of weapons that we can have, but if you don't have trust in ourselves, trust within us, we would never be a very good kingdom. And so I think these are my 3 questions, and you have a great 3 answers. So I'm giving you whatever you ask for in this world. I give you the gold and coins. I give you all the land that you need. I give you all the mountains, the rivers, everything we ask. We'll give it to you, and you choose whatever you want. And this is the story of this shepherd, because it's very meaningful in this deep meaning, because sometimes wisdom is not about age, it's just about situations and experiences, and we can sometimes hear the wisest thing from the new generation, and like with young more than just with old or something like that. So this is the story of this very small little boy, a shepherd from a very small village. And then I'm going to share with you now a story about a very beautiful story from the Arab world heritage. And this story about a shepherd. That's a story about a fisherman. So this is a story from Arab Nights. And the story goes back for a long time ago when the world was still young. There lived a fisherman who is very poor, but he's the craft of fishing. So all he did in his life went to the sea and have whatever it takes and bring a little bit of fish, bring it back to his home and cook whatever he found and with family and put food on the table. And this is his life, as simple as it looks. But one day he's like a little bit like he's not lucky, and he went to the sea and he was waiting for seconds, and seconds became minutes, and minutes became hours, and hours became days. 3 days and 3 nights had nothing to fish. He didn't find any fish to fish. So he went back home to his wife, and he was sitting, and he said to her wife, I do not have enough food to put on the table. I went to the sea for 3 days and 3 nights. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. In the morning at dawn, I will go back to the sea, and I will just do whatever it takes to bring some food to put on the table to our kids, to ourselves, because we are very starving now. And this is what he did. He worked very early in the morning. He went to the sea at dawn, and he cast his fish net in the water, and he was sitting and he was waiting for seconds. Seconds became minutes. Minutes became hours, and it was like nearly a sunset. The whole day spent in the sea waiting for having some fish. And then he was very disappointed. He collected the fish net and he tried to put it on the ground like this, and he tried to prepare himself to go back home. Then there's something shining in the net, and he was very like, this is a fish, and he tried to explain and try to look inside, and it is indeed a fish, but it's not just a simple fish. You can find it's not a big, very, very small fish, but it is a golden fish. And he was happy and excited. A golden fish! I found a golden fish, very happy and excited. He put this golden fish in his hand like this, and he ran to his wife's house, to the children, and he asked them and said to them, I have a golden fish in my hand. It's very small. If we cut it and food and have some food, it's very small. It cannot make us very satisfied. We'll still be hungry. So suggest whatever we want to do with this golden fish. His wife said to him, maybe you can bring it to the souk and some merchant would buy it from you, and you can sell it to them, and you have a little bit of dinars, and you can bring with them some food and drinks, and we can have food, and that's it. And one little daughter to him said to him, this is a beautiful thing that you found, my father. So we have a very generous king to bring it to the sultan as a gift. Maybe he would appreciate this. And this is what he did. He put it in his hand like this, and he would run to the palace gate. I am a gift giver. I am a gift giver. Please open the door. I want to see the king. I want to see the sultan. He went, and the big soldiers in the palace gate did not let him in, because he's like a very simple man, fisherman, with the smell of the fish. You see, yeah, stop right there. We cannot go in to the palace. We do not let someone like you to the palace, to the king, to the sultan. Look at you, are very dirty. No, I have something beautiful. I need to bring it and give it as a gift to the sultan, to his majesty. The sultan heard about the story. See, a gift? I am the very wealthy man in this land, and someone, a very average man, would give me a gift. That would be a very, very special thing to me. Let him in. And then they led the simple man, the fisherman, to the palace, the diwan, and he went and bends down to his majesty and said, Your Highness, look, I give you this beautiful golden fish to you as a gift. You have it. And the king saw the beautiful golden fish for the first time of his life. He's seen too many beautiful things in his life: gold, coins, dinars, everything that you can find, beautiful jewelry, everything. But he did not see a golden fish in his life. So it was very fascinating, it's a fascinating thing to him. And he said to him, I'm giving you how many dinars you need? I say, okay, give me whatever you want. And he said, I'm giving you 10 golden dinars to you. This is your golden dinars. Bring it back to your home. And this is what he did. The fisherman went back home, but before that, he went to the souk, and he bought every color of food that he needs to his family to put food on the table. And he was very happy and excited, and he had all the color of food with his family, and he was dancing, having a lot of food, drinking whatever he wants from the juice, tea, coffee, and everything. And he was very happy and excited, and you have a very beautiful, calm night sleeping. Let's go back to the king. He's very famous, he's very strong, he's very rich, and he really liked the golden fish. For him, he cannot give it as a gift to someone who eat it, but he said to himself, I want this golden fish to my special dinner. I want it to be fried. So he put it like to the kitchen, and he called the cook, and he said to her, prepare this golden fish to me, and I want it to be fried, and call me when it's prepared. And this is what she did. She put that golden fish, and he cut it in small, very small pieces, and he put it on the fire, and it started like frying with a beautiful smell of the spices and everything. And from nowhere, there's a lot of smoke, and there's a big genie came, and he said, ha 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 ha. Came from that golden fish, and the cook said, no. She was very scared, feared, and she said, who are you? And she said, ha ha, I am the genie, and I am inside this golden fish. And he said this very weird phrase, Say, "Oh fish, you are as if you were. You are as if you were, not as if you were. Holding your promise." And the fish make all body small pieces together and out, and this vanished from the place, went back somewhere, and the genie disappeared. The cook was very scared. She cannot do whatever. She's very scared, and she doesn't find the fish. And the king is near to the door and say to her, "It's time for dinner. I want my fish to be fried, and I'm very starving, and I want to eat my fish, my special dinner before we went to bed." And she said to him, "No, I didn't know where is the fish. It's disappeared." And the king did not buy this from her. And he was very upset and said to her, "Bring me my fish right now." And then she could not find the fish. In the morning, the king wake up very early and he asked for his fish, but it's vanished from the world. And he say, it's just wait, maybe the fish will be appeared somewhere. And then the fisherman went to his place and he was very excited, and he said to himself, "If I found a golden fish yesterday, maybe today I will find 2 or 3, or maybe I found some golden fish big more than yesterday." See what he did? He went to the sea and he was just sitting there for seconds, and seconds became minutes, and he found another golden fish. And this time he was not wasting a lot of time thinking or asking for advice from his wife or children. Run away straight to the king, to his palace, to the diwan, and say to his majesty, "I have another golden fish. You can have it as a gift as well. I give it to you." And the king loved the idea and said, "Yes, we have been looking for this golden fish. Today I'm not going to give you 10 golden dinars. I'm giving you 20 golden dinars." And the fisherman went to his place with 20 golden dinars. Very happy, very excited, getting more rich than he in real life. And this is his day. He made his day. And the king this time is saying, "I do not trust anyone in my kitchen. I could not trust the cook. So now I'm going to ask my best friend the trusted man in the palace is my vizier. So vizier, please, I want to fry this golden fish meat for a special dinner, and please make it very good, cook it very well, and you'll have 50. You have your own 50, and I have my 50, because I want to eat this golden fish. I want it to be fried." This is what the vizier did. He went to the kitchen and he put it in small very pieces, and he put it on the oil and fried, and he tried to very beautiful smell with the spices and Moroccan spice and everything. And it's the same thing happened yesterday. The smoke come from nowhere, and then very big, tall genie appeared again and said, "Ha, ha, I am here again. Oh, fish, you are as if you were. You are as if you were, not as if you were, holding your promise." And the fish gathered into small pieces like this and then vanished again as yesterday, and the genie disappeared. The vizier was very scared and said to himself, "Where is the fish? And who is this genie appeared? And now there's no one." And the cook was right. There is something happening unusual here. And now what am I going to do? What am I going to say to His Majesty if you ask me about the fried fish? He ran to His Majesty. Did you want to say to him, Your Highness, there is something unusual happening in the kitchen. There is a big, very big, tall genie, and there is a lot of smoke. And I cut the golden fish into pieces by my hand. I used the knife, and now she put all together on one big golden fish and disappeared and vanished from the kitchen. And you need to believe the cook yesterday because she is telling the truth. But the king was not happy, because this is the second time that the golden fish did vanished from him, and he cannot eat it as he desired. So I say to them, "I am not buy this from you. You, the cook, you, my vizier, I will not accept this from you. You know what I'm going to do? Let's wait tomorrow and we'll see what happened. The third day, the fisherman went in the morning at dawn. He wake up very early. Oh, you went and you went to the sea, and then the same routine. He cast his fishing net like this, and he was waiting for very few seconds, and there is something shiny moving in the net, and he move it like this, and he find another golden fish, the third one in the third day, and he was very happy and excited. The normal thing that he would do is just run to the palace, the diwan, and give it to the to the king, to the sultan as a gift, as he would do. The king did not do the same thing, and he would do at the third time. And he said to him, I'm giving you this golden fish, your highness. This is, I'm very lucky that I got this golden fish. And the king take that golden fish and he put it somewhere, and he said to him, I give you 10 golden dinars the first day. I give you 20 golden dinars the second day. And he said to him, but now I will not give you nothing from my any coins, because you cheat me. You break this golden fish from nowhere, and you have my 10 golden dinars and 20 golden dinars, and you are trying to make me a little boy. So I'm going to punish you. What did you bring this golden fish, huh? No, your highness, it's not. I bring it to the sea. If you don't believe me, you can come back. You can come with me and you'll see. And the king was very furious, and the cook and the vizier appeared and said to him, your highness, you need to verify what happened, because I believe this golden fish is not right, because there's something magical about it. And all together, the fisherman, the cook, the vizier, and the king they went from out of the palace, and he went to the sea. And then the king sit like this in his knee like this, and he put he put like the golden fish in his hands, and he tried to understand what's going on. It was dead, but he said to himself, let's put it on the water. And he put it in the water, and magical thing happened. It was dead, and when she's in the water, she became alive again and swim deeper in the sea. All of them see what happened, and the king was very fascinated about what happened. The king every day has the ring of wisdom. He has a ring of wisdom that he wear, and he sit and he tried to think, and he's play with his left hand with the ring of wisdom in the water. And once the ring of wisdom touched that water, three golden fish came, appeared, and speak to the king, and he only could hear and he only could understand what they told him. And they say to him, your highness, we need to tell you what happened. We are not golden fishes for real. We were to be three princesses living in the same land that you are now the king of this place, and we were very famous, very rich, very strong, and our father was very strong, and he was very, very happy. And our mother, when she passed away, my father married again, but the woman that he married, she was a witch, and she like make us like three fish, and they put us here, and she hired a very big genie that like you cannot let us out of this place. Even sometimes we escape from this place, he will bring us back to this place. So please, we asking for one favor. We know that we will never be a human being anymore. We don't have this chance. We are here, but we're asking for one favor. Please do not let anyone do anything here in this sea, because that hurt us. Like they fish us, they bring us somewhere, and they suffer, they cut us from into pieces, and the genie came and bring us back here, because this is our destiny. Whatever happened in this world, we cannot be out of this place. So we're just asking for one small favor. Do not let anyone in this place, and let us live intolerant and safe. And the king did what he heard from them, and he said to them, and he promised them that he would never let someone do something in this sea. And there's a big circle of soldiers, like circle this sea, and no one could fish there anymore, just to make those three golden fish live in peace. And he asked for forgiveness from the cook. He asked for forgiveness from his best friend, the vizier, and the fisherman is saying to him, I did not let you to fish here, but now I'm giving you whatever it takes, whatever golden coins that you need, and you'll be very happy with this. And maybe you can be a merchant in your life. And this is what happened. The fisherman went back home and had a lot of golden coins. He started new business. He became a very famous merchant, and he lived his life happily with his beautiful wife and children, happily ever after till the end of time. And this is the end of the story of this beautiful magical story, the golden fish. And okay, let's tell you another story. And this story, like as my master Tafit was always told me that stories has legs because they travel the world. And the story that I'm going to share with you, it's one of the beautiful story I've ever heard. And we consider it as like it's our Moroccan storytelling heritage. And I've been telling to some people, like audience from somewhere in the world, and I say, okay, we have the same story. And some people from China, they say we have the same story. So we don't know what is the origin place this story because they traveled. And I'm going to tell you the first I've ever heard in my heritage, in Moroccan traditional storytelling heritage, and I hope you like the story. And the story like this, once upon a long time ago when the world was still young, there lived a very famous king. And this king had everything that you can imagine in life. He's very famous, strong, had a lot of wealthy, and he was very happy. And he don't have anything missed in his life. And he has a best friend. And as we say in nowadays world, someone without friend is someone missing the meaning in his life, because friendship is very important in our lives. And this king has one best friend. He is his vizier. At the same time, he is his best friend. Every evening they collect all the viziers, the scholars, everybody in the diwan, and they talk about certain things. And when all of them out, he just sit with his best friend and he talk about certain things, friendship, wise things, stories, music, and all kind of books and everything, philosophy, religion, and everything. And his best friend has one philosophy. It's all good. Whatever is said to this man, whatever happened in this world, you can imagine whatever happened in this world. His vizier all time remarked and said, what happened, Your Highness, is just all good. Even his people that know him all the time say to him, hey, it's all good, how are you? It's like a nickname to him. And in Jewish heritage, you say Gamzo Lituva. So Gamzo Lituva, it's all good in the translation, because I found this story in heritage of Jewish heritage. So Gamzo Lituva has one simple phrase and one simple philosophy is it's all good. Gamzo Lituva. So the king faced, challenge this philosophy for his life. Everything happened in this world, he asked his best friend. His best friend remarked and said one simple phrase, one simple philosophy, one simple answer, Your Highness, it's all good. One day, it was very morning, and the king went to his garden, and he has a dagger in his right hand, and he saw a bamboo, the tree, and he tried to cut this bamboo, and he was very excited to cut this bamboo from the garden, and he was like this. Bismillah, Bismillah, Rasulullah, and kneel like this, and he was just like this. One, two, and he could not He did not pay attention, and the third one is like, ah! And he cut his finger off, and he was shouted and shouted, my finger off, I cut my finger off. And it was very suffering and painful experience. He ran to the D1 and he called all the doctors around the kingdom and they bring him, and he had a bandage around his finger, and then all the viziers came except Gamzo Litova was in a mission outside the palace. At the end of the day, it was an evening. The king sitting in his very comfortable chair like mine right now, and he was very happy and excited. But he's in a suffering experience with his finger that he missed, that he cut this morning. And his best friend Gamzo Litova came and he heard about the story, and he said to him, "Hi, Your Highness, what happened?" And I see my best friend, I got my finger off this morning. Look at me, I am the 9 fingers king right now. I am in suffering, I am in painful experience, and I do not know what happened. And his best friend said to him, Gamzo Litova, Your Highness, I think what happened to you is it's all good. And the king did not love this phrase, did not love this philosophy, and he said to him, it's not good, you're my friend. I cut my finger off and he said that it's all good. I put you in the jail to rot. And he put him in the jail for a long time. And the king was very sad about what happened to his finger, and he was more sad about what happened to his best friend because he is in the jail. This is what happened. The king, for a long time, he did not have fun. He did not speak to anyone. He did not have this personal talking with a friend. So he tried to get outside of all his kind of problem that bother him in his psychology and his brain. So he ran and he he ride a horse and he went to the thick forest for 3 days and 3 nights to hunt. And this is what they did back in the time to release from the stress of the world. He was there for 3 days and 3 nights. He have something to eat, he has something to drink for 3 days and 3 nights. But he eat everything and don't have enough food to eat to bring to back home to the palace. So he said to himself, I know that I have something to hand, but I'm very hungry and starving. So what I need to do is I will hand something and then back to my palace if I want to survive in this fake forest. And this is what he did. He tried into the leaves of the tree, and he tried from the left, from the right, and he concentrated, and he saw a gazelle for the first time in the 3 days and 3 nights, and he get closer to this gazelle, and then he made a mistake because he was very blind of the hunger and he could not see things clearly. So what he did, he crossed from one land, he's the king of this land, to another land. And there is 2 big soldiers waiting for him and say, hey, 9-fingered man, what are you doing here? No, I am the king, even though I have just 9 fingers, but I'm still the king. You don't know me. I'm very famous, very wealthy, very strong, and whatever you want. I have whatever you want, and that you should respect me because I'm still the king, even though I just have 9 fingers. And the big soldiers say to him, we are not the king. Yes, indeed, you are the king right there, but not here. This is what we're going to do. We are bringing you to our wise man in our tribe, and we are bringing you, and you will sacrifice our ancestor spirit to make them happy about this, because this is what we do if you find a stranger in our place, in our tribe. They bring him, they tied him like this very well, and they brought him to the wise man. It is a very, very tall, very long ginger beard with a long white hair, sitting in a very comfortable chair. And he gave a sign to someone, and he said to them, let's start this sacrifice rituals, and let's just do it, because we find a stranger. We are very happy to make our ancestor spirits very happy this evening. And then there's a big man with a big strange instrument. It's just like announcement to people in the tribe to gather and have the rituals. And it's still like this. And all the villagers came from nowhere and gathered and sat and have a campfire, just surround the campfire and dancing, drumming, making laugh, very excited, and you were very happy because you will see, you will witness someone being sacrificed to their spirit, like ancestor, and you were very happy about this. So there's a big man with a big sword came and get closer to the king to execute him. And then the wise man said to him, off of his head. That's all he said. And the big man get him closer, closer to the king. And the moment he reached this number 3, the wise man stand up and said to them, stop! We've made a bad mistake. We cannot sacrifice this man. You know why? And everybody said, why? No, we cannot sacrifice this man. You don't notice something? Free him. And they freed the king. And the wise man, very tall, with a long ginger beard, with long, beautiful white hair, and said to him, look at his hand. He missed a finger. How dare you can sacrifice someone to our ancestors' spirit or is meshed in his body? We cannot do this to our ancestor. Whether you have sacrificed someone who is complete in his body, in a very complete man, whether we did not do something like this because this is disrespectful to our ancestors, to our spirit of our ancestors. Oh, forgive us, our ancestors. We've made a bad mistake, please. And everybody would stop dancing, stop talking, stop everything, drumming. And the king was very happy and excited. And the first thing he did after this, just like this, and he said, Gamzuli Tuva, it's all good. It's all good. My best friend, he was right. And they free him, they gave him the horse, he ride on the horse, they gave him all the calorie food and drink that he needs. And these two big soldiers bring back him to the place, to the frontiers, and they free him and they say to him, we apologize for what happened to you, Your Highness. Please come back safe to your palace, and you would never do something like this. And if you've been here anymore, if you've been here anytime, please make sure to come, and we will protect you because you are not a good sacrifice, and we will really apologize to you. The king went to his palace, and the first thing he did, he went to the jail, to the prison, to his best friend Gamzuli Tuvan, and he freed him. He found him in a very small, tight room. It was very dark. It was very hot because it was summer. No light, no good food, no good water, no good place to sleep. Isolated place in very, very bad conditions. And he said to him, I'm really sorry, my best friend. I put you in this bad situation for this long time, and I've been doing a lot of things in my life, and you don't have any idea about what happened to me. But before I tell you my story, I want to know, what do you think about this bad situations, bad conditions that you are here for this long time? And Gamzul Itiva, very small answer as always, and the same philosophy is said to him, Your Highness, what happened to me during this place, during this time? I found it is just all good. No, my friend, you just missed the point. How you can see you are very good. It's good to you. You are very bad conditions. Look at you. No, Your Highness, I have a very beautiful place here. It's like bad conditions, but I've never had this chance in my life to sit alone and just make the gratitude to the thing that I have outside of this place. I have friendship, I have you, I have beautiful palace, I have beautiful food, I have freedom, I have all this kind, but I've never give it value till I've been here. And now I know that I have good thing in my life. So I found this experience is just all good to me. But tell me about your story, Your Highness, and the story of my. You cannot believe that I've been somewhere in the thick forest and I've get lost and I've been hungry for 3 days and 3 days. I have nothing, eat nothing, and I tried to hunt a gazelle. I was very blind with the hungry. I went and I made a mistake. I've been somewhere that does not belong to my kingdom, and the big soldiers like bring me to the tribe and try to sacrifice me, and I was very happy because I miss a finger and they free me because of this. And I said to him, this is good. This is good as well. And he said to him, yes, but I made a mistake because I put you in the jail for this long time and you did not do something bad to me. I think your philosophy is right. And I said to him, yes, but indeed, I thank you because you put me in the jail. And here is the thing, you've been there alone and you miss a finger and you put me in the jail. In the normal days, I am with you. And if I did not be here, if you don't put me in the jail, I will just be with you. And those people will catch both of us and you'll be escaped because you miss a finger. But you will just see me as a very good sacrifice to them, to their spiritual ancestors, and you will just off of my head. So thank you because you put me in the jail, Your Highness, and I found it's very good to me and good to you because you cut your finger. And the king from then on, he was very happy and excited and said, yes, right. I think what happened is just very, very good to both of us. And I very thank you, my friend, to this beautiful lesson, to this beautiful philosophy. And he gave him a very huge hug to his best friend. And from then on, I say to him, from now on, you'll be not just a friend, you'll not be just a vizier, but you'll be the next king of this place if I passed away first. And he signed a letter and say, now you'll be the next king if in case I passed away, and I'll give you my very beautiful daughter to marry. And guess, the beautiful palace next my palace you will be yours from now. And this is what happened with the vizier Gamzul Tuvan. This is the life beautifully and happily lived till the end of time. And this is the end of the story of Gamzul Tuvan that believed in a good thing in whatever happened in this life.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
What a wonderful set of stories.
Thank you. I have last one. Is it okay?
Yes,
Very
please
small.
continue.
Okay. And the story goes back to like I'm not sure about the timing of this story, but I like it very well. And the story, it's like a very, very small one, but it's very, very big in the moral of it, because it's not answering, but it's questioning. And this is important in the stories. I like the stories that they give you a question more than give you the answers. And this story is about a very small village. There lived a simple man. He's still a child. He's very poor. He has a shepherd. His father is a shepherd. His mom is illiterate. He don't have too many things in their life. They were very poor. And this child did not appreciate a lot the answers, because whatever he asked in this world, he just went to the people, maybe to the merchant, and said to him, he asked him about something, and the merchant just gave him simple answer. Yes, if you want to make money, just be a merchant like me and sell products to people. That's it. Okay. He went to the teacher and said to him, teacher, I want to know something in this world. I want to be wise. I want to know about different things. I want to be a scholar. I want to be this. I want to be that. And the teacher said to him, read and write and do whatever it takes. And he gave him very, very small answer. He did not like this in him a lot. He did not appreciate this. So what he did, He was very unique child. So what he has a very notebook, very old one, and he has a very simple, unique pen, and he tried to write all the kind of questions that he has, and he collect the questions in different places, in different crafts, different fields and domains, in science, philosophy, religion, storytelling, music, mythology, everything that you can imagine. He just went and he collect the best and the big questions, and he write it in in the notebook. So the people asked him, "Hey, what are you doing in life? You just have a notebook and have a pen and just write the answers. You just write the questions. You don't have no answer in your life, and you'll be lost because you have just questions in your life." But he did not pay attention to this because no one could understand him. But one day he sat in a bit of a tree, in a beautiful tree of apple, and he sat and he tried to write different questions about different topics. And there is a very famous traveler traveled from different places, from one big mountain to another, from the desert to another, from the big rivers to another, from one sea to another, and reached this place from one thick forest to another. And this time he reached this place in this village, and he saw this like a small child try writing something, and he was very curious. What he's writing? And he gets closer to him and he say, "I am a traveler. I've been in too many places in the world. I've seen too many color of people. I've seen too many color of religions, music, languages, stories, cultures, clothes, nature, whatever you can imagine. I've noticed, I've witnessed it in this world. And I'm very curious to know what are you doing here and what are you writing? You seem very concentrated." And he said to him, "I've just write some questions." "Okay, so for what?" And he said, I just collect questions. This is what I love to do in this life. I do not appreciate answers, but I just like asking people questions." And he said to him, "Why? Do you have a question to me? I think I have a lot of answers in my life. I know that there is people that speak in some places certain languages. I've noticed people that wear some different clothes somewhere. I've noticed there is certain thing here and there. I've noticed there is different like color of earth, like color beautiful mountain. There is snow. There is desert. There is summer place. There's all this kind of in life. I've all have these answers, but I've never tell me, I'm curious, tell me some questions." And he said, "And my question is very simple, but when you are traveling, are you looking or escaping from yourself?" And the traveler said to him, "What? Am I escaping or looking for myself? I have never thought about this question in my whole life. I've all been somewhere in the world, but I've never thought that maybe I am escaping from something or I am looking for something. I need to revisit my places in the world and I will have the answer now because I did not have this question in my head." It's like something that cleared the vision of the traveler. And he tried to went back to the places that he visited. It took a little bit of time, and the boy get like older and older, and he became a man, and he met different people in the world, and whatever have the chance, he just ask question to people and make them think about different things. And all the people that he meet and he asks them questions, they come back to him one day in his very small village and they say to them, "You asked me about what is the safest home, and I found very clear and very wonderful question, and they came up and they invent too many things in the home and everything like that. And every domain I say, yes, I invented this, I used this, I discovered this, I look this, I know this, I teach this," and all the kind of people and gathered and visit him because of this kind of intelligent of asking questions more than answering them. And the traveler came back to him and he said, after a long time of traveling again in the places that he visited, the first place in the city, and you know, I've always been in the different places in the world, but I didn't have the right or the perfect answer into this question. But I'm sure and I guarantee you that your question make me appreciate all the places I've been because I notice now more. I found different things that are part of me. And every place I've been, I have something new that I added to me. But at the same time, I left my something of me in there because I left memories, I left thoughts, I left my words, I left stories, I left beautiful sheer moments, I left love maybe, I left too many things. So I am not I am not 100% me here. I have me somewhere in the world, and people will talk about me because I left some beautiful things somewhere, and they just appreciate your question. And now, what do you think about? Did you appreciate this answer? You have another question to me, and the man, because he became a man right now, I say to him, no, my aim of my questions are not seeking the right or perfect answer. It's just to make you a thinker and not a receiver of knowledge. You are not like, like you're not just a pot you put things inside. You have to think about certain things. And this is my email life because I just answer questions, but not. This is not easy. It's not good for us. We need to form the big questions, to open the big gates of knowledge, so all the people will have a clear vision, not to answer, but to ask best and great and more big questions to move on and think more. And this is the story of the thinker or the seek of meaning from or the child who collected the questions. And this says the storytelling of the day for children. And I thank you all of you, Mr. John, Bob Kennedy, and Vina Hassan, hi Vina, and the Gang Louie. Thank you so much. And the Baba see earlier left us because I have something to do. And I will thank the magical carpet here, the first, the one and the only Si Walid, my friend, and the support of this thing in the World Storytelling Cafe. And I thank all the community of storytellers and the community of storytelling all wide world to make this beautiful space to share stories and listen and ask questions more.
Right.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Omar. And we thank you. And what's coming up? Tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the morning, UK and Irish time. We have our global story round. We do it at 10 o'clock, and she's no good to Bob,
Yeah,
of
also the
course,
second
because it'd be the middle of the night. But it's so the people in Australia and the Far East can participate. Then in the afternoon at 4 o'clock, we have Rachel Smith leading a personal story round, and global stories. Anyone who's awake is invited to tell a story. And then Wednesday, we've got our regular Tales and Tunes led by Justine Demir. And next Friday, the Spinner is our storyteller. So the Spinner Ariel from Greece. Meanwhile, now I'm not only going to say this because Bob's here. Anyone who has been to the festival before who's participated in the festival before is automatically invited. So don't wait for a letter. If you all you have to do is book your flight. Let us know when the flight is, and then you're on the program. Anyone else from North America, UK, or Ireland that wants to come that has never had anything to do with us before is welcome,
Andiamo.
providing they do us a Friday night on the cafe. So we're not all strangers when we arrive. Just get in touch with me about that. But don't wait for a letter if you've been before. Okay, good to see you, Bob. Thank you, Waleed. Waleed, I'm going to send you. I gave you a huge list of the upcoming schedule, and I forgot about the young storytellers next Saturday, which will be the first Saturday in July at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'll email you that if you can remind him, Omar. Meanwhile, a round of applause for Omar Belaarej, our resident storyteller.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.